Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. We continue reading from Caitanya Caritamrita, Adi-Lila, chapter 4, text 81. We are hearing about the internal reasons for Krishna to come as Lord Chaitanya. Tara Madhya Vraje Nana Bhava Rasa Bhede Krishna ke Karaya Rasa Kalila Swade. Among them are various groups of consorts in Braj who have varieties of sentiments and mellows. They help Lord Krishna taste all the sweetness of the rasa dance and other pastimes. So the consorts in Braj, various groups, there are many groups of gopis. The different sentiments, different mellows, different ras, mood, bhav, to make it more sweeter and sweeter. We say nowadays, even in our material life, what happens, we like to have loving relationships, we have different emotions, we have relations with the family or friends, we like to exchange sentiments, but as we are progressing materially more and more, we feel that we are losing that personal touch. We are becoming more mechanical. Everyone's just sitting on their computers or chatting, and then the work is so intense that we are losing out that emotional connection with people, the loving relationship. But this is all what spiritual life is about, getting our emotions for Krishna, bhava for Krishna, love, prema for Krishna. I've already explained, Radha and Krishna are one in two. So how they are one in two? Because Radharani is Krishna's potency. They are identical. Krishna expands himself in multi-incarnations and plenary portions like the Purushas. Similarly, Srimati Radharani expands herself in multi-forms as the goddesses of fortune, the queens, and the damsels of Vraj. So as Krishna is expanding as Narayan, so like Radharani is expanding as Lakshmi Devi. As Krishna is expanding as Lord Ramachandra, Radharani is expanding as Sita, Mother Sita, Sita Devi. So, and then as Krishna is expanding as Vasudev Krishna for Dwarka, Radharani is expanding herself as Rukmini, Satyabhama, like that, So all these womanly forms, so such expansions from Srimati Radharani are all her plenary portions. All these womanly forms of Krishna are expansions corresponding to his plenary expansions of Vishnu forms. These expansions have been compared to reflected forms of the original form. There is no difference between the original form and the reflected forms. The female reflections of Krishna's pleasure potency are as good as Krishna himself. So now who's Radharani? Radharani is Krishna's own internal potency. So in one sense, so they are one. Radha and Krishna are one because she is his own energy. And all the gopis, that means they are same Krishnas, right? They are the same. So when he's enjoying with millions of gopis, he's just enjoying with himself. But people don't know it. And so then they say, oh, how can Krishna dance with so many other people, other women, there are other man's wives? But because they don't understand Krishna in truth. Many of us, we don't understand Krishna in truth, and we feel we have a right to pass judgment on his pastimes. So we shouldn't do that. And that's the reason we should always hear from the devotees about Krishna, because Krishna reveals himself to anyone who really wants to know him. So the devotees really want to know him. The devotees really love him. So Krishna shows them the truth. The plenary expansions of Krishna's personality are called Vaibhav Vilas and Vaibhav Prakash, and Radha's expansions are similarly described. The goddesses of fortune are her Vaibhav Vilas forms, and the queens are her Vaibhav Prakash forms. The personal associates of Radharani, the damsels of Vraj, are direct expansions of her body. So now in Vraj, the gopis, they are her direct expansions. So they are different, it seems. Now the Vaibhav Vilas, we heard even Krishna has, right? Vaibhav Vilas and Vaibhav Prakash. And Radharani also has Vaibhav Vilas and Vaibhav Prakash. So Vaibhav Prakash means personally expanding, right? Personally expanding. So that's why they are called, the gopis are called direct expansions of her body. As expansions of her personal form and transcendental disposition, they are agents of different reciprocations of love in the pastimes of Lord Krishna under the supreme direction of Srimati Radharani. So Srimati Radharani loves Krishna so much. So she wants to expand and give more and more pleasure to Krishna so he can enjoy more and more. And there are different ways, different moods are there, different. So she expands herself in all these gopis. And then each gopi has her mood. And in that mood, she's loving Krishna. In the transcendental realm, enjoyment is fully relished in variety. So it's not that there is no enjoyment in the spiritual world. The true enjoyment is in the spiritual world. And because there's enjoyment in the spiritual world, we are looking for that enjoyment here in the material world. So in the material world is a perverted reflection. So whatever we get is just a drop, not even a drop of enjoyment, which is there as an unlimited ocean in the spiritual world. The exuberance of transcendental mellows is increased by the association of a large number of personalities similar to Radharani, who are also known as gopis or sakhis. The variety of innumerable mistresses is a source of relish for Sri Krishna, and therefore these expansions from Srimati Radharani are necessary for enhancing the pleasure potency of Sri Krishna. And so that's why so many men say, oh, Krishna had so many girlfriends, I'm going to have many girlfriends. But are you Krishna? You're not. Are you the Supreme Lord? You're not. Are you able to expand yourself? As many gopis are there, are you able to expand yourself? You're not. Are these women your own internal potency? They're not. So without understanding Krishna, we are just trying to imitate him, and then that creates havoc in their own personal lives. Their transcendental exchanges of love are the super excellent affairs of the pastimes in Vrindavan. By these expansions of Srimati Radharani's personal body, she helps Lord Krishna taste the rasa dance and other similar activities. Srimati Radharani, being the central petal of the Rasa-Lila flower, is also known by the names found in the following verses. So Srimati Radharani, of course, she is the one who gives pleasure to Krishna the most because she is his own internal potency. So we can see that how bhakti is full of variety. It's unending bliss. It's unending enjoyment. There is no that, okay, now this is the limit. No, the more deeper we go, the more deeper happiness we can feel, the more deeper joy we can feel. And that's the reason it is said that what happens with bhakti, the heart becomes soft. But if we are just sticking to the gyan, to knowledge, the heart becomes very hard, and renunciation, dry renunciation makes the heart very hard. Only the gyan part makes the heart very hard. But it's only with bhakti where the heart becomes soft. And that's what attracts Krishna, a soft heart. Govinda, Govinda Dinirada, Govinda Mohini, Govinda Sarvasva, Sarvakanta Shiromani. This is a very famous verse. Govinda Nandani Radha, Govinda Mohini, Govinda Sarvasva, Sarvakanta Shiromani. Govinda Nandani Radha, Govinda Mohini, Govinda Sarvasva, Sarvakanta Shiromani. Radha is the one who gives pleasure to Govinda. She is also the enchantress of Govinda. She is the be-all and end-all of Govinda and the crest jewel of all his consorts. So Radharani is the one who gives pleasure to Govinda. Govinda means the one who gives pleasure to the cows and the senses. Now, but how does Govinda get his pleasure? From Radharani. Govinda, we are getting pleasure from Govinda. No, we are getting pleasure by being with Krishna. How does Krishna get happy? Who gives him happiness? Srimati Radharani. Or does it mean that when Krishna is with us, he's not happy? Of course, he's very happy. He loves us a lot. Of course, we have a loving relationship with Krishna. But the maximum, because she is his own internal potency, so we should not become envious of Radharani's position. We should not think, oh, she's the one, why should I bother? No, she's his own internal potency. And so we should be happy that because when we love someone, we want to see them happy. So Radharani is like that. Oh, Krishna, you are feeling more joy when you're going with this gopi. You please go. I will tell this gopi to come and enjoy with you more. That because she's coming from a place of love, not envy. Not envy. So we have to see what are we thinking and why we are thinking. So Radha is the one who gives pleasure to Govinda. She is also the enchantress of Govinda. She enchants him, Govinda Mohini. She's the one who attracts him, enchants him. She is the be-all and end-all of Govinda. Be-all and end-all of Govinda. Because she is his own pleasure potency. She's not different from him. She's the one by which he feels pleasure. And the crest jewel of all his consorts. So there are so many consorts of Krishna. Srimati Radharani is the main, the crest jewel, the center, the sweetest, the one who loves him the most. Who are all his consorts? Lakshmi Devi, and then so many other gopis, then his wives, Rukmani and Satyabhama, so many wives he has. But Srimati Radharani is the one who gives him the most pleasure. She's his own internal potency. Devi Krishna Mai Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarva Lakshmi Mai Sarva Kantihi Sammohini Para. The transcendental goddess, Srimati Radharani, is the direct counterpart of Lord Sri Krishna. She is the central figure for all the goddesses of fortune. She possesses all the attractiveness to attract the all-attractive personality of Godhead. She is the primeval internal potency of the Lord. This text is from the Brihad Gautamiya Tantra. So the Brihad Gautamiya Tantra is telling us what is the true position of Srimati Radharani, that she is Krishna's internal potency. She is his counterpart. She is transcendental. She is the original goddess of fortune, the original Lakshmi Devi. And Krishna, he's called Krishna. The name Krishna means all attractive. Everyone is attracted by Krishna. Why we are getting attracted to chant the holy name? Why we are getting attracted to read about Krishna? Because Krishna is like that. He's all attractive. He attracts everyone, at everyone's heart. But Srimati Radharani, she has the potency to attract Krishna. So Krishna is called Madan Mohan because he attracts everyone. And Radharani is called Madan Mohan Mohini because she is the one who attracts the attractor of Cupid. She attracts Madan Mohan, so she's called Madan Mohan Mohini. So, Devi kahi dyotamana parama sundari kimva Krishna puja kridara vasati nagari. Devi means resplendent and most beautiful, or else it means the lovely abode of the worship and love sports of Lord Krishna. Devi. Devi means what? Resplendent and most beautiful. Resplendent and most beautiful. Shining, effulgent. Or else it means the lovely abode of the worship and love sports of Lord Krishna. Love sports of Lord Krishna. So this is the meaning of Devi. That's why we say Sita Devi, like that, right? We say Lakshmi Devi, most beautiful, most opulent, resplendent abode of worship. So, Krishna Mai, Krishna Yar Bitari.
Sorry, what does that word there means? Love sports.
I'm sorry?
In the previous one? Yeah.
Krishna,
no.
love sports.
Yeah.
So here is written the lovely abode of the worship and love sports of Lord Krishna. So loving Krishna's loving pastimes.
Oh, loving Krishna's loving pastimes.
Yeah, the Madhurya.
Okay.
So Krishna Mai, Krishna Yar Bitare Bahire, Yanha Yanha Netre Pade, Tanha Krishna Sfure. Krishna Mai means one who is within and without our Lord Krishna. She sees Lord Krishna wherever. She casts her glance. So Srimati Radharani, she only sees Krishna. Everywhere she sees Krishna. She loves him so much. She cannot forget him for a moment. Because she loves him so much, she's always seeing Krishna everywhere. She can't live a moment without Krishna. So we'll stop here for today for Caitanya Caritamrita. Shri Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Srimati Radharani ki jai.